Hey, it's me, MLB. This is chapter 57 of Touched. This one is titled Drama Times 2. The next day, after doing a bit of research, the two IC entered the mental health facility that your mum was at. "Good morning," he said to the receptionist on duty. "I'm here to see a mother." "I'm sorry, sir, she's not seeing any visitors," she replied with a sweet smile. "Oh, when would I be able to see her?" he asked. "Never, or if we receive a call or letter from the winged hero Hawks," she replied with the same sweet smile. The two IC scowled. "That flying bastard is one step ahead of me," he thought. "Well, what about the family? How are they supposed to get in to see her?" he asked in an irked voice. "Oh, Hawks always lets us know who's coming, so we know who to expect," she replied. "And he hasn't rung about you, so if you'd kindly leave," she said, gesturing to the door. "Have any family come in to visit? That's unfair to lock her up and not let anyone come in," he spat angrily, angry at the fact that he couldn't get in to ask the questions that he needed. "Oh, don't worry, the daughter was here a week or so back," the receptionist said. "Daughter?" the two IC asked. "The one with this haircut and this hair colour?" He had enough information now about you and what you looked like that he could confirm that you were both Yin and Anne. "That's the one," the receptionist said with a nod of her head. The two IC smirked. "Thank you very much. You've been most helpful. Goodbye." And with that, he left. "I knew it was her. Anne is Yin. Now to nab her," he thought deviously as he hopped back into his car and drove away. Hawks arrived back home that evening at the same time that you did, and you were grinning from ear to ear. "How was work today, baby?" he asked as he opened the front door and gestured for you to enter first. "It was awesome," he said excitedly. He chuckled as he followed in behind you and shut the door. "What happened?" he asked as he strolled to the bedroom and flicked the lights on, walking to the drawers and pulling some comfy clothes out. "Okay, well, first of all," you said as you jumped up on the bed onto your tummy, bouncing a few times from the spring in the mattress, "I was on the front desk and someone wanted to take a book out, so they came up to the desk for me to scan it, and I freaked out, but all they did was point to the book and smile," you said excitedly. "So I took the book, scanned it, punched the return date stamp on the insert card, and handed it back to them, and they left without anything being said, and it was awesome." Hawks chuckled as he took his hero shirt off and threw it in the laundry basket. "Sounds like the perfect day to me," he said as he adjusted his pants and walked over to the bed, mounting you from behind and kissing your ear and neck. "How was your day?" you asked, heavily distracted by Hawks's kissing you gently, lowering his hips to your ass and grinding onto you. "Good," he replied in a low tone. "Flew around, talked to some villains, flew back, met you, did some horizontal dancing." "Horizontal dancing? With who? When?" you asked, confused. "With you, tonight," he stated in a raspy voice as he rolled you over and kissed your lips. You giggled and melted into him, his tongue entering your mouth, intertwining with yours. "You felt a little warm lately, chicken," he said suddenly as he pulled back. "You okay?" "You know what's really weird?" you said. "I was feeling so drained today, like super tired. I had to sit down a few times while reshelving the books." He hummed as he looked at you. "When's your period due?" "Keigo," you squeaked. "That's so embarrassing. Why did you ask that?" He smiled that sexy smile. "Tell me, Yin," he said as he leaned back down to your ear. "When are you expecting it?" You stammered, flustered at trying to remember when it was due. My period's a bit irregular, so I don't know. I think it's soon." "I don't think you'll get it this month," he leered with a cheeky smile. "Why?" you gasped. Then your eyes widened. Do you think I'm..." He nodded with a bright smile. "I think you might be," he said as he lowered his body down to yours and kissed you again. "Get a pregnancy test tomorrow from the pharmacy," he said after he'd finished kissing you. You covered your mouth with shock. "But what if I am?" you asked fearfully from under your hand. "Then I'll be the happiest man alive," he replied, kissing you again and sliding a hand under your lower back so that he could roll you over on top of himself. "I'm not ready to be a mum yet," you squeaked as you sat up. "Baby, you have me, Uncle Anthony and Uncle Brian all here for you. You'll be an amazing mum, trust me," he said with a bright smile. "But first we have to confirm it." You made another inhuman noise and covered your face with your hands. Hawks chuckled. "Get the test. We'll wait to see what it says," he said as he did a sit-up to kiss your lips that were peeking out from between your hands. The next afternoon, Darby made his way towards the government building, taking the back streets and alleyways so as not to be seen. He had talked to Shigaraki about what had happened with Hawks the previous day, and although the head villain didn't trust the winged hero, he did say it would be worth looking into it to see if Hawks was telling the truth. Darby pondered things as he walked. I'm definitely taking out the second in charge, but I want to find out why Hawks needs him gone. I could use it for my own personal gain if possible, or revenge on Hawks. Reaching the government office, he laid low, scoping out the people who were leaving. He knew who he was looking for, and he knew what time that person usually left. Pulling himself up into a nearby tree, he leaned back against the trunk and waited for the second in charge to appear. As darkness fell, Darby saw the 2IC leave the building. Jumping down from the tree, he made his way swiftly and quietly to the 2IC's car, and as the in-charge jumped in, Darby grabbed the driver's door and yanked it open. Who the hell are you?" the 2IC yelled as Darby grabbed him around the throat and yanked him out of the driver's seat, pinning him up against the car. "We meet again," Darby said with a smirk as he tilted his head to the side. "I told you I'd be back." "Who are you?" the 2IC rasped with fear, his voice being choked by Darby's firm grip. "The man you left for dead. The man you laughed at when he said he would be back. The man who's going to take your life," Darby growled darkly as his grip tightened on the 2IC's neck. "You were going to send a spy to us, huh?" Darby leered. "Give me one good reason why I shouldn't cauterize you right here and now." "Wait, I don't know who you are or what I did to you, but I'll tell you everything in exchange for my life," the 2IC whimpered pitifully. "Talk," Darby snapped. The supposed spy I was going to send is Hawks' wife. She's a lexical quirk user. If you keep me alive, I'll help you get her. I wasn't going to really send her to spy on you, I promise," the 2IC lied. "Ah," Darby sneered maliciously. "So that's why he wanted you gone. Well, lucky for him, I agree with him on this one," Darby added, his turquoise eyes boring into the 2IC. "Goodbye," he said bluntly. "Time to watch some trash burn." He activated his quirk, and hellish blue flames leapt from his arm, engulfing the 2IC and melting him instantly, the smell of burning flesh infiltrating the air as Darby left the scene, his black coat ruffling slightly in the light breeze. Lesson number 1, don't mess with Darby. Lesson number 2, stay tuned for chapter 58.